Welcome back to another episode of Minister Truth. I am your only host on this show, and apparently Restream now has to where I can stream on Rumble, and it works great. However, I don't know. Let's see if the chat comes through. That would be even better. So we're testing it. I love you. All right, looks like it doesn't work. All right, that was a try. It was a good try. Rumble, get a little shit together. No worries. No worries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of no ages, I've got a little bit for us today, and, let's see how it works. A lot of it is an hour worth of predators getting arrested, body cam footage, and then we have another one of, another mother-father type deal where they shouldn't have kids. And then we're going to finish off a little bit about, what we started yesterday. Good morning, Chantel. I hope you are having an outstanding and joyful day. And it's Monday. I know. It's a little hard on Mondays. But, okay. Sorry, let me respond to that real quick. I hate to sound like the other guy. All right, so before we get anything, is how I like to get into a little bit of music. This one's a throwback, I believe, to 1997, 96, 98. I don't remember. It's one of those songs I was listening to the summer before I went to the Army at the pool, along with Who Got the Hooch? Baby. Anyway, this one's actually a good throwback. And I was looking for this specific song, and I was looking through videos, and I was like, wait a second. Who remembers, hear me out, who remembers VH1 and pop-up video? Right? This is one of them. All right. I'm not going to put it on the big screen because I don't feel like it, and it's not really worth reading, in my opinion. I just wanted to see the aura that was pop-up video. What up, Junie? Good to see you, ma'am. Hope everybody's weather's not as crappy as it was the past 2 days. What's up, Angry G? Yeah. Spread your love and fly, guys. Spread your love and fly. My mama, she told me so. Hello, my brother. How you doing, man? Y'all congratulate L. Apparently he got a Chomo channel taken down. Well, him and his community, the new community, which I'm pretty cool with. I'm happy they did that. More power to them. If you want to hold yourself underwater, take all your air out of your lungs. Woo, Mick G. I'm down with the brown too. Shit. Fly. Okay, enough of that. Now we're gonna go in. I've got 3 videos that I want to go over with you first before we get to, you know, making executions great again, which we should, except for those 37 that, Joe Biden was like, you know what, they don't need to be executed. We can just leave them on death row, costing the government more money. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about what happens when Donald Trump takes office. Are you guys ready to leave the country? Are you guys ready to go? Well, this lady is going to give you tips to prepare for Donald Trump taking president on January 20th.
There are 4 things I recommend you do before Donald Trump takes office. Number 1, have all your documents at the ready. For every person in your household, make sure you have a valid passport.
Right. That's like making sure everyone that's out in public has a valid, vax card. Got it? You're not going anywhere, bitch. And if you got the money to just get up and leave the country, then you're part of the problem. Just saying.
If you don't, pay the expedited fee to get one before the inauguration. You can go into some of the national passport centers if there's a
Takes
driving
about 3
distance
weeks. My
for
wife and
you.
daughter did it
I'm fortunate
recently.
I'm in New England, so I'm driving distance from one of those. I did this, actually, the expedited thing a couple years ago. It was awesome. It was 2 years ago. And got it really fast. I literally went in, did my stuff, went back the next day. They had a passport waiting there for me, picked it up, left. So get those passports.
They mail
The
it
other
to
thing
you.
you're going to want to do is have a
They don't hand it to you right there. They mail it to you, and then 3 days later, you get your supporting documents back in the mail, such as your birth certificate. Ask me how I know.
valid birth certificate for every person in your family, along with a valid marriage certificate. Might not need it. You might.
Yeah, because they're going to come knocking door to door. Papers! Prove you're an American!
So just have it ready. Number 2, have a plan in case the shit hits the fan. I like to have a short-term one, a medium-term one,
Right, Angry
and
G?
a long-term one. So my short-term one is to sell my current residence, live on a small farm in New England,
Let me have it.
and move further north. My husband and I want to move further north so we can be
To Maine?
closer to the Canadian border. We can be in an even more rural area.
Listen, she said she wants to move further north, but not in the Canadian border. Not at the Canadian border, but not in Canada. Well, then let's see you contradict yourself.
We want to build a place that has a lot of land, is somewhat off the grid,
Montana.
and we just really don't want to be around a lot of people.
In Maine.
So, but we like sort of New England and the area in general. So we're looking at land that's about 10 miles from the Canadian border. Midterm, if we need to leave the United States for some wacky reason, our plan is to go to Canada. Canada
That's
will
not off the
allow
grid.
you to stay without a visa for
Yo, if you're off the grid during and the midterms come, then you're off the grid after the midterms. Well, I moved to Canada where it's socialist. I mean, Canada is building a wall, $6 billion worth, and they're going to become the 51st state. I'm just going to say this now. Donald Trump is bringing back the old North America, the old world. Bring it back.
6 months. Many countries will allow you to stay anywhere from 3 to 6 months without a visa. Not all countries, but many that are appealing to Americans. So I would say do some research, figure out what your midterm plan is if you have to flee and go to another country. Okay.
Well, I'm not a criminal, so.
Our longer term plan, if it's not going to be, Canada for the long term, which it very well may be for us, but if it isn't, longer term plan is to try to get Italian citizenship.
American.
For me, my great grandfather is from Italy, or was from Italy. So
Your great grandfather was from Italy, so he immigrated to the United States, which most likely means that he became an American citizen. A lot of times when you become an American citizen, you renounce your other citizenship. We know. I know. You have to renounce it.
So I would pursue that. So that is my short
You're
term,
not Italian.
medium term, long term. Might not need it. just have it in case. Number 3, tamp down your spending. I have zero faith that the Trump economy will be a good economy between tariffs, nonstop wars, money going to his cronies, and Doge.
Nonstop wars wasn't a policy under Donald Trump. Doge, they're not getting paid. They have the money. They're trying to clean up government spending, which, oh my God, that was a terrible pause. But if you don't want government corruption to be cleaned up, and you think he's giving his cronies money, let's talk about the past few administrations and what they've done, selling out this country.
Doge and Elon Musk, I have zero faith that this will be a strong economy. I also think the rest of the world is tired of us. I think they're tired of the dollar dominating. I see the dollar getting weaker. We already know some of the BRIC nations
been
are
getting
talking
weak for
about
like the past
not
4 years.
pricing oil and some of the other commodities in dollars. I don't know that that's coming next year, but I think it's certainly coming in my lifetime. So I would say to you, sit on as much money as you possibly can.
Now, if she's talking about cash, remember those cash is really just a piece of paper. It's a promissory note. It's not money. You need certificates of silver, certificates of gold, or gold and silver yourself. Because if the market, economy, everything crashes, gold's going to be well worth that piece of paper you have in your money, or that piece of paper you have in your pocket.
Peel back your spending, rein it in so you can be ready when and if that rainy day comes. Number 4, keep some cash on hand. Never know what's going to go down. Keep cash on hand. Doesn't have to be a ton of cash, but I'd recommend keeping a couple grand if you can. $1,000, $2,000, something like that.
Shit hits the fan, I'm robbing her. If the shit hits the fan, I'm robbing her because I know she has a couple grand on her.
Like that. Just keep some cash on hand, put it in a little safe in your house or have a great hiding place for it. But just be sure that you have cash at the ready and
I bet you
don't
she
only
keisters it.
depend on what you have in your bank. I have one more recommendation, which I can't talk about here on TikTok because I'd probably get a violation. So if you want to go into the link in my profile, you can click on an American Survival Guide, go to my Substack where I've written about all this and more.
Yeah, lady.
And you can see what that last recommendation is.
I don't know, but looking at her and looking at me, I don't think I would take survival advice from her, period. Karens don't exactly look like they can survive in the wild. Maybe that's why they want cash. Passports. Going to Italy. Going to Canada. Get the fuck out of here. Clown shoes, man. Let's see, did I switch over? Alright. From one Trump deranged individual to another Trump deranged individual, and how they're trying to divide the country already with these H-1B visas. They came here the right way. They're here because they have the skills. They're not diversity hires. They actually have the skills. Right? They're not DEI. No matter what you want to say, it's not DEI. They're qualified with the proper education and training. At least that's what I would feel. Shut up.
It's an inevitability that the hyper-populist, non-college educated part of Trump's base, which is the plurality,
that's me,
at the minimum, a majority if you take certain arguments, we're always going to be...
Why do they always have to bring up the non-college educated? I didn't go to college, buddy, but I could fucking save your life if you got shot in the fucking face. Can you? That's not a college education. College don't mean shit. That's why a bunch of people are about to be fucked when their gender studies and women's studies and African American studies all become one general subject, and there's no more individualism. What if I wanted to study Norwegian history in college? Do they offer that? No. Do they offer Filipino history in college? No. Do they offer African American history? Mm-hmm. Do they have Mexican American history? No. Do they have American history? Whose history? Not my history.
Be preconditioned to believe that the word immigration or the word visa always in their minds means brown people bad. And so they have this belief.
High school educated, Trump supporter. Why do I think visas mean brown people bad? You know, when I hear the liberals, the progressives, it's almost like they're projecting. They're projecting what they think, and you're saying, "Oh, the Trump conservatives, the MAGA Americans." Bro, do you realize that MAGA is closely becoming its own party? Split off from the Republican because, well, you have people from all sides wanting to join that political party. As it's probably not going to be called, but it is. In my opinion, it's already a political party.
Belief that the guy with the GED and his fake Oakley sunglasses, his goatee, and his pickup truck, the universal Twitter
first nigga, my
bro
Oakleys are real.
that you see in every
All my Oakleys
avatar
are
on
real.
Twitter. That guy's thinking to himself, "Oh, well, I could have been the senior software designer at Google if only it weren't for DEI or immigration." It's absurd, but now you see these people that rely on that as a core part of their business, just like Donald Trump does. Also, by the way,
I don't think he understands. They were worried about illegals taking American jobs, right? Illegals. Now the DEI is over with. Now we're starting to get qualified people, which is going to be interesting. Because how's that going to work in a country that's divided? Divided because people want it to be divided, right? Goes like that with anything in the world, right? Like, supposed to be a time of family, a time of remembrance, in some cases, a time of, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Empathy. But no, they still want to continue infighting. Always infighting. Never listening to the person on the outside looking in until that person on the outside looking in just doesn't give a shit anymore.
For service staff at Mar-a-Lago and other resorts, you see this conflict. It's going to eventually, the hyper-populists, they don't really care about the more sophisticated arguments about H-1B or O-1 visas. They care around people bad. That's their whole driving conditioning they've had from Fox for years.
I haven't watched Fox in years, except for clips on YouTube. I don't know what the fuck you're saying, Mr. Rick Wilson. Tired of rich, white, old men saying how the country is racist when, guess what? The country was... Fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. But they want diversity. Everybody wants diversity. Division. Everybody wants it. Not me. I mean, unless you want to divide the fucking predators away from the American or the world community, yeah, then I'm all about dividing, and they should all be burned alive. Just saying. It'll be great. Like burning witches at the stake. What if we turned the Salem witch trials into the Salem pedo trials? Huh? The Javi pedo trials. We're going to get rid of them all. All of them. Because my Oakleys, and I'm not college educated, and I'm brown. That makes me racist against myself. All right. One more. We're going to listen to Mr. Thomas Massie. And Thomas Massie, if you guys don't know, we're not going to talk about him for a second, that the United States, as of the 30th of today, our president, current president, commander-in-chief, Joseph Robinette Biden, authorized another $1.2 billion to Ukraine. Did it this morning. Crazy shit, right? Dude, that lesbian underwater basket weaving. Oh, you did dance interpretation. I did basket weaving.
Congress has paid over $17 million in hush money for sexual misconduct inside of the offices in these buildings.
For who?
And what's more is that was taxpayer money, right? The allegation is that President Trump paid $130,000 of his own money, But here in Congress, there may be some on this dais.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm for turning loose all of these records.
Get 'em.
Who in here has had the taxpayer pay for their sexual misconduct charges the hush money? I bet there's some over there. There may be some over here. I don't know, but I do know it's taxpayer money, and I do know not a single penny of it has been turned in as a campaign finance expense. Is the FEC going to investigate the $17 million that Congress has paid to settle, behind closed doors these sexual misconduct allegations?
Who are they?
Congressman, if a complaint were to come to us about it, I'm sure it would be thoroughly investigated.
Dude's name is Trainer. Is that a Ukraine flag on your fucking bio? $17 million from taxpayer dollars for hush money. What sitting congressman or woman or it's only two genders, just fucking kidding, needed this? Aside from the fucking aide that was getting cornholed in fucking Congress by, I guess, his boyfriend. Who paid for that? Nobody. Does that dude still have a job? I bet you he does. I bet you he got a pay raise and some shit. All right, here we go. So I was watching this last night. It's a hour compilation of predators getting locked up and put behind bars. As I was watching this, one of the clips came around 38 minutes into this video, which we're going to get to it. And it's someone we all know, which was strange. What's up, Short Bus? Happy Mess Day. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about motherfuckers, predators. Yeah, predators, child predators, sexual predators, getting caught, getting handcuffed, and getting put away. So, as I know, let's get into it.
Stopped in the black beat-up truck and they asked us to get in.
The pursuit of justice is a journey filled with unexpected twists and high-stakes confrontations. For most, the line between right and wrong is clear. But for others, crossing that line leads to life-changing moments they never saw coming. Sometimes it's a web of deception unraveling, or an unexpected twist that seals their fate. These are the moments where justice is served in ways you never imagined. Today we're exploring when predators end up behind bars. This is Missing Files. Gary Moultrie. In Sewanee, Georgia, on June 9th, 2023, law enforcement officers were called to a Walmart after
Dominique,
their security team alerted
them
that a man had allegedly groped two young female customers and took upskirt photos of others. The officers learned the man was a registered sex offender, and after viewing the store surveillance footage, they confirmed he was up to his old tricks. The man, identified as Gary Moultrie, wasn't going to be taken in without a fight, so let's see how the officers handled it.
He just did it again. He just did it again to these two females right here.
What's he doing?
Walking around grabbing them. He just grabbed their ass.
This dude here?
Yeah. Yep.
Black roll back 17 and show him if you want.
You got him? He just turned down home.
Yep.
Oh, gloves are on.
He coming towards the front?
Yeah, he's coming towards. Actually, he's circling. He's like the second one. He's trying to. Or this is the first one we caught on camera.
No, I got you, Short Bus. You're good, brother.
Is he wearing glasses?
Yeah.
Because yesterday he was in here and a little girl, probably 9, reported that he grabbed her butt. And then we were looking for him, but he got out before we could get to him. And then today.
And then he came back.
He just walked in.
Oh, he's taking pictures of her.
Yeah, he's taking pictures of her skirt.
All right, yeah.
Oh, he's done.
Damn, they caught him in 4K.
They stalked Gary throughout the store, and eventually they trapped
Lady
him
Ghost
in the
Hunter, ma'am,
garden
how
center.
are you?
He
Wait a
wasn't going
minute.
to be taken in without trying to play a
you're doing
game
well
with the
now.
officers, so they had to take extreme measures to stop him.
Move. It's coming outside. General merchandise.
I'm at the garden center. Stop! Stop! Stop!
My daughter is like right there, and she needs some help. Now.
Glasses, black shirt, camo pants, black shoes.
He's running back the other way.
All right, he's going back into Walmart.
He's not going to get far.
Roll over on your stomach.
Hold on.
I will pepper spray you as well. Roll over onto your stomach.
Roll over.
Roll over on your.
Roll over.
See? They didn't shoot him.
Moultrie was under arrest, but he acted like it was a case of mistaken identity. That didn't work out well for him, since he decided to smash his cell phone to destroy evidence. That didn't work out for him either.
Dummy.
Right. So what you guys arresting me for?
Well, why'd you run?
Battery.
Dude, take him through the front of the school.
I'll put the seat down. It should be a block.
Corporal.
There's a lens there too.
Gary was charged with sexual battery. Krista Whiston. On November 18, 2023, in Maumee, Ohio, officers were called to the lobby of a Wood Spring Suites hotel after a female guest made physical advances against a male desk attendant. She climbed over the desk and attempted to kiss the man. He refused the drunk woman's advances and called 911.
I don't know. This crazy brother behind the counter with him. I don't know what. There's some lady back there. I don't know why she does.
Hi, what's going on?
She done climbed over the desk. She's trying to provoke me.
Can you let me around?
Yeah.
Miss, come walk over here.
Okay, here.
Walk over here for me. We're gonna go out here. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. Let's go over here. Let's walk out.
She said, give me a kiss. I said, I can't do that. I said, I don't need to. I told her about 3 times that she got to be on that side of the desk. The 3rd time, she was grabbing hold of me or touching me and stuff. That's when I called you guys.
Are you feeling okay?
Because at this point, she was a rational guest, and I had no control.
She was so drunk she couldn't even tell the officers her name at first, but eventually she came around enough to tell them that she was Krista Whiston.
We had babies.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, but we need to know what.
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
Yeah, I drank.
I think we got to that. Do you have an ID on you?
It's in the room, she said.
What's your name? Maybe about 30 minutes. What's your name?
Terry.
Spell your name for us. Can you spell your last name?
Well, I'll try it one more time. KRISTAWHISTON.
Okay.
Relax.
Sit down. Have a seat for us. Have a seat. Take a seat. What's your birthday?
I know that's why you guys have a problem with me.
I don't have a problem with you.
Ma'am, have a seat for us, okay?
She was charged with disorderly conduct and trespassing. Severs in Stuart, Florida on June 17, 2023. Law enforcement officers responded to a disturbing 911 call.
Yo, this one's nuts.
The caller claimed that they heard a woman screaming for help in nearby woods. When they arrived at the scene, they were met by the alleged victim, Amanda, and she told a haunting story of her boyfriend chasing her through the woods with a machete. The officers desperately needed to find the man, identified as Severs. The woman was frantic, and it was clear the threat she faced was real. After hearing her story, the officers had a hunch that the man was likely high on some type of drug. She confirmed that was the case.
You're not in trouble. Who's back there?
Show your face.
Where is he?
Where is he?
He's in the woods.
What did he do? Hold on.
He's chasing me with a machete.
With a
My bad,
machete?
guys.
Yes,
Hold on. You're not going anywhere. You cannot leave.
I have to. I can't stay here.
I told you you're not allowed
I
to.
cannot stay here. He's trying to hurt me, and you guys won't help me.
Yes, we're here to help
You
you.
won't help me because I'm
We are
homeless.
here to help
You
you.
won't help me because I'm homeless.
Okay, listen. Look at me. Hey, look at me. My name's Officer
This
Ford.
is the second time I've been attacked by a dude in the woods. If you guys don't ever help me,
Listen,
you turn it on
listen,
me.
Listen. What is this? Listen. My name's Officer Forbes. This is Officer Tyson. We are here to help you tonight. Okay? Where you said he's in there with a machete?
I'm all by myself, and I'm hunted like a damn.
Advising a male was chasing her with a machete in the woods. 10-4. We're 10-12 with her now outside behind Walmart.
Nobody helps me.
They're trying to help you.
Receivers, I can't. I've got to leave.
Do you want him
I
arrested?
just got to leave town.
Do you want him arrested?
I just want to go.
Ma'am,
I just want to be okay.
It's
no,
a yes or no question.
I don't want him arrested. I just want to leave.
Okay, then
no.
hold on a minute.
You don't want him arrested?
No, I just want to
Weird.
leave. No, because he's being with. It's mind control.
Then just hold on a minute so that officer can get your information. Brian, she doesn't want to press charges. Just come back over here.
I just want to leave. I just want to go.
Okay, well, he's going to get your information.
Okay.
Do you have your ID on you?
Who called you guys? Yeah.
Somebody from the apartment.
Yo, that's
called and
crazy.
heard you screaming for help.
She's Thank you. She's homeless. Yet she has an ID. Think about that. She's homeless, but still has an ID. Yet you can't have an ID to vote. It's hard to get, right? And she earlier said that's the second time he's attempted to attack her. But later on, like right now, she says 5 times. That's what I was kind of curious when this one came across. And then I had to figure it's all drug-induced or psychosis.
Attacked me 5 times, and I keep going back like an idiot.
Okay. Are you guys dating,
We
boyfriend,
were.
girl? Okay.
We were, but we're not.
How long ago did you guys stop dating?
2 months. 2 months we've been dating on and off every 3 days.
Okay, so you guys have been
doing it.
you guys have been an on and off relationship for
Every
2
3
months.
days?
Yeah.
With the victim's help, the officers began the hunt for Severs. They'd get even more help when a neighbor pointed out where he dropped his machete.
Can you take me and Officer Ponte and show us where this happened at?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll
I
get
can
caught
show
up
you exactly where my camp is.
Okay.
Let me get it. Fine. Well, I don't have my backpack, so
Right
I don't
there.
have a flashlight. Do you have a flashlight
Your
on your
backpack's
phone?
on the ground.
I don't have my phone or nothing.
That's
Can
fine.
you call my phone and see if we can hear it?
Yeah, when we get back in there, I'll have dispatch call because I don't got my phone on me.
I can show you where I was, and then I can show you where he's at.
Yeah. Well, show me where the I want to try to find that machete.
Okay, well, she took it to her campsite, so it's at Denisha's campsite.
Can we go through another place that's not so thick? Here, come on, come down here. How about?
Listen, she took the machete and 2 knives because he tried to kill himself earlier today because I was leaving it.
Who did?
Okay, Peter. He tried to kill
who
himself.
Who took the machete?
Denisha. She took the
Denisha.
machete and 2 knives from him that are bloody.
Is that back by the boat?
That's right here. I'll take you right here.
By the boat.
No, the boat is where he lives.
Okay, so this camp that's right here with the young man and woman is who took the
That's who
knife.
took the machete and the knives from him because he was trying to kill himself. Okay, because I was
Okay.
leaving.
Okay. Wait, she went from distraught to being like super assertive. Yo, this bitch ain't even scared. What if he's still in the area?
Eventually, the deranged psycho was spotted on the side of the road. Not far from the
I
woods,
probably should've
he
opened
was
that first.
taken into custody. He must have been out of it because he asked why he was under arrest.
Okay, I'm gonna roll you inside, all right? All right. Hold on.
Hold on.
I got you.
Well,
I got you.
there it is. I got
You're gonna roll over, and wherever. Sit on your for me so we can lift you up. Sit on your right there.
Sit up. There you go.
Sit up.
All right, ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3. I respect you.
It's all good, brother.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good, brother.
That's my stuff. Now, can you tell me why I'm being detained?
We'll get to that in a second. Put him in this cell. All you need to know right now is you're being lawfully detained, okay?
Why? For?
An aggravated assault with a deadly weapon case. Has he been fully searched before we put him in the car?
I just searched him. I'm going to get his front. Who did I do that to?
Listen, I told you why you're being detained. We don't have to play the game.
I'm not.
Okay.
All right. I didn't. All right. Just wanted to get his front. All right.
So we talk.
04127.
Severs was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and resisting arrest. Alfonso Joseph. On July 14, 2022, in Palm Coast, Florida, law enforcement officers were investigating a noise complaint when they made a shocking find. They found a parked car, and in it were 48-year-old Pastor Alfonso Joseph and a 16-year-old boy. They were both sitting in the back seat, and when the officers focused their flashlights, they could see both of them pulling up their pants. Needless to say, the officers quickly approached with a lot of questions.
How's it going, sir?
Hey, how are you?
Stepping out of here for me? Shut the door for me.
What you doing, man? You have any weapons on you or anything like that?
No, sir. You got ID on you?
Yes.
You have your ID on you?
No.
You don't have any ID on you?
No identification.
It's all right, sir. I'll get your name. You step over here.
Go to my car right there.
Okay.
Can y'all guess?
Step over there. Just stand right there. Lean on the car for me. Put your hands on the car. Now I'm just going to pat you down for weapons, okay?
Here, right here. Stand in the car. Stand in the car for me. You don't have anything on you?
No. Well, I have my phone on me.
That's fine. Just leave it there.
Are we being detained?
Yes, that's right now. You're on private property. Oh, you can put your hands on the car. Don't lean on the car. Just put your hands on the car. Put your feet. You have anything on you? No?
My phone.
Just your phone? No weapons or nothing like that. What's that? Headphones?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put them back in there.
So do we just have to leave for it?
Yeah, right now I'm gonna get your information first and then we'll figure out from there. Okay.
The officers were unsure of the boy's age, but they soon found out. After getting information from both of them, the officers' suspicions were confirmed, and they realized just how lucky they were to have found the car.
All right, you go ahead and lean on the car for me. Turn around. Just lean on the car right there. So, what's your name?
Alfonso.
Alfonso. A-L-F-O-N-Z-O.
Yeah.
Last name?
Joseph.
All right, what's your date of birth?
11/6/73.
Passed you.
All right, just stand right there for a second.
What are you guys doing? Obviously, it's kind of obvious. Who's he to you?
Huh?
Who's he to you?
Just a friend of mine.
So, who's this guy?
A friend of mine.
Okay, how old is he?
18.
Okay.
Do you have a driver's license though?
No.
You don't have any kind of identification?
No.
Where's he live?
In the L section.
So, what's his name? What's his last name?
The kid's pretty lucky the cop showed up.
Okay. So what are you guys doing out here?
We was just chilling. That's all.
Just chilling?
It was getting hot in the car, so I just took my shirt off.
Well, when I walked up, you were putting your shorts on.
No, my shorts. Because a lot of times, when my shorts, they get kind of stuck.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like trying to fix them.
Okay.
Because when you sit in the car, it get wet. It's sometimes give you a wedge.
Okay. So, well, you see how it looks? I come up, you two are in the back seat.
Right. Because the front seat, the front seat is like far away from me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, just talking, communicating, trying to get to know him, and that was it.
But you see how it looks to me?
I got you.
You guys are in the back.
I got you.
Doing something. Because as soon as we turned our lights on, you started moving around real fast.
Yeah, because, it's a secluded place, and we wasn't expecting, and I understand.
And there's not supposed to be anybody back here.
Oh, no?
No, there's a no trespassing sign over by the entrance over there.
Joseph had to scramble to get his thoughts in order so he could give all the right answers. At least, what he thought were the right answers. The officers weren't buying any of it.
How long I've been out here? Maybe 15 minutes.
Okay.
And I was just getting ready to drop him off home.
Okay.
Am I going to jail?
No, no one's going to jail. I just told you it was just to be detained because you're on private property, okay? It said no trespassing sign right on the front.
Okay.
All right, you guys are in no trespassing area, okay? It's not free to go until we figure out what's going on, okay?
Where were you guys coming from?
Oh, we just come from his house.
Oh, okay.
Can I put my shirt on because of mosquitoes?
No, I'd rather you stay out of the car for right now. Just try and smack them off.
The boy is concerned that he might be placed under arrest. The officers confirmed that he was being detained as part of their investigation, but Joseph was the focus of it.
I got some big wrists. Anything you want to know? Yeah.
Or I hope I get double cuffed if I ever get arrested.
What's in here that's yours?
On my slide.
Have a seat in there. Now, is there anything in the car we need to worry about?
No.
Okay. Sit tight. You're good. I got it. Stanford, you're good. All right. Are you willing to talk to us?
Yes.
Okay. So go over what occurred tonight.
We just came and chilled over here.
Where'd you pick him up?
From home.
Do you know where his house is?
Yeah.
Where'd you meet him again?
At home.
No, where'd you meet him? Like,
Walmart.
where'd you guys first meet?
Walmart.
Okay. How long ago was that?
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. And then you just met and what?
And then I texted him. Well, he texted me, and he wanted to talk, so we came over here to talk.
Okay, you guys just exchanged phone numbers when you
Yeah.
guys were at Walmart, and then just started talking for the past couple weeks.
Right.
Okay, and you said he advised you to come pick him up tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, and after you picked him up, you came over here, straight over here?
Right.
Okay, what were you guys going to do after that, after you were doing what you were doing?
That was it.
Yeah, that's all you were going to do, and what were you going to do after that?
I was going to drop him back off home.
Drop him off back at home?
Yeah.
Okay, is this the first time you ever had, like, interaction with him other than in Walmart, and besides
Yeah,
text?
it's the first time, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Joseph was charged with lewd or lascivious behavior. He pled guilty and was sentenced to 5 years in prison. He also had 10 years of sex offender probation after that.
And he's a man of God. A man of God. And we're coming up on another individual who, it's a good thing the cops showed up because the girl was 14.
Kareem. Our next case begins on the 26th of October, 2023. Officers found themselves confronting a suspect not once, but twice for the same issue. Officers were initially informed that the suspect, Kareem, had been harassing minors at 2 different jobs and was fired from both due to his behavior. Irrespective of being banned from these businesses, he continued to return to harass young women. The cops take these allegations very seriously and find Kareem in a store. But this won't be the last time they speak with him.
We both hired a gentleman, his name's Kareem. He's been told, because he's been fired, he's been told not to come back into either one of our stores. He repeatedly does so.
Okay.
2 nights ago, he was harassing one of my 16-year-old minors. I was not here, it was that night. The employee that was there and witnessed it, she's at the store right now.
Is this him right here or what?
No. Dude is over at Walgreens with a 14-year-old right now. My minor that he harassed and was calling her sweetie, honey, sugar, everything. He followed her home. My son walked her home. He lives in his car over there in the parking lot. I have his license plate. And he walks in and out of our stores constantly, doesn't buy nothing. And we've been repeatedly asked not to come in our store.
Okay.
And
okay.
he lives in he's homeless and he lives in his car.
Does the person he's with right now, does she have a cell phone and stuff?
I don't know who that little girl is.
But she left with him willingly?
Well, yeah.
He was talking to her, trying to spit his game to her.
And
he
she
asked her
told
if she was 18. He said, no, I'm only 14. She said, oh, no. And then off he goes with her. So if we find her dead and murdered, it's okay because she willingly went with him.
Yes, people are allowed to be friends with other people.
No grown adults allowed to be his friend with
She is not called now. We're looking for them right now, but I'm just saying right now all we know.
They're inside Walgreens. The little girl has a blue shirt.
Is he a male black or
yes,
male
white?
white?
Yes, he has a backpack.
All right, you got ID on you?
I'll be right back.
You.
Yeah, is everything okay?
You guys know each other? Okay, so I got a call. How do you know each other?
This guy looks like somebody I
How do you know
recruited back in the day.
Correct, that's the third time I've asked.
It's not him, though, because I know that guy. What he's at now.
Okay.
And he's doing bigger and better things.
All right. If you got, how old are you? 18 at least? Yep. If you come out here to my car with me, bud.
Is everything okay, sir?
I'm investigating something right now. You have been named and everything. I need you to step out to my car right now. You understand?
No.
Okay. You can either walk out there or I'm going to escort you out there.
Wow.
It's your choice. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Jesus, I'm coming.
Let's go. You can stay right there.
The cops take Kareem to the cop car and speak with him about the investigation. Kareem continues to act difficult, but cops shut the door and talk with the young woman he was found with. They do their best to warn her away from him.
Yeah, have a seat in the car. Have a seat in the car. Get in the car completely. I am shutting the door.
Brute force, huh?
Nothing's brute force. Not brute force.
I've explained everything to you so many times.
You said you
I
were
can show you brute force.
That's all you need to know at the moment. I can't speak freely right now.
But if it's
get in the car.
information on me, why not?
Because it's an investigation. That's why. Go. Get in the car.
It is everything's okay. I haven't done anything.
And watch your leg there. Is your dad home? I can call him right now. I'm trying to be very civil, very easygoing.
If she's a minor, why didn't they blur her face out?
So we received a call. Okay, you're still a juvenile, correct? Okay.
Nope,
we
she's a
received a
minor.
call that an adult male. Make sure you. Well, first of all, how do you know him?
How do I know him?
Correct.
Because he lives on me.
So if I called your dad right now, he'd be okay with you being with him. You're a juvenile. He's an adult.
I literally just was talking to him outside.
Okay.
Am I not allowed to have a conversation?
Listen,
I'm Christian.
you're being
so
silly. You're being
no,
silly.
I'm not being silly
Okay.
because I was having
Listen.
a conversation. Go ahead and tell me why.
We received a call that there was a male harassing female juveniles, and it's been an ongoing issue. They described you two to a T. Okay? So that's why I'm investigating.
Oh no. I promise you nothing. No.
Oh.
So how do you know him?
I know, like, I've seen him
Body
around
language,
here. I was being
eye
nice. I
contact.
want to have a conversation with somebody. I'm Christian, so I see somebody and I want to have a conversation, be nice, and have a conversation. I'm going to have a conversation.
Okay.
And I just wanted to, I was just talking to him. I saw somebody
Well,
my
she
skin,
sounds
he seemed
super
cool.
young.
I wanted to talk to him. That's sad. Like, there's nothing going on. And I don't know why that person couldn't have came up to me or said something or whatever, because that's just not adding up. Like, what? Okay.
20 minutes later, the cops have to deal with Kareem again after he'd reportedly returned to one of the stores to talk to more young females. They give him no chances this time, cuffing him on site despite the resistance.
This dude is a predator down to the bone.
Is he back? Yeah, he went back. Okay.
He thinks
4 boy 11. I'll
Why
be out
isn't-
that
he doesn't follow law.
back out of Dollar Tree. Ma'am, you want him arrested, right? Put your hands behind your back.
Whoa.
No, come here. Do not walk away from me. Do not walk away from me. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Excuse you?
I need another unit over here.
I can't use the
Put
restroom?
your hands behind your back.
Hold up, sir.
Now,
Did
I'm
you
not asking
confess
you.
that?
Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, that didn't look like I expected it to.
Stop! You're gonna get tased, dude. Stop it.
Do it.
Don't touch my stuff. Put your hands behind your back, man. Come on. Stop.
Why are they cuffing him with the bag still on him?
Stop.
Lord.
Cut the strap. What I would do.
I need to put.
411, check up.
Stop resisting. Stop it.
Stop resisting now.
Stop it. 14 we're on, so you're
Stop
getting on the
resisting now.
Just cuss me.
No lie though, like when I have a combative patient, motherfuckers are strong as shit when they're trying to fight for their lives or what they perceive to be for their lives. What's up, Southwest? Good to see you, man.
Pretty silly.
Double lock.
It's not. You guys said Jersey Mike's. I went in here to use the restroom. That's racist.
What are you reaching?
What?
That's racist.
What are you reaching?
That's not Jersey Mike.
Watch your hands.
What? I don't have anything on me.
Leave your hands behind your back.
Go ahead, chop my pockets.
Double lock.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Got a hole in the pocket.
Hold on. Cuffs are tightening down.
You can check my ID and
Take my-
everything.
You're good.
Like I said, I'm an innocent citizen.
No, you're fine.
Still being recorded.
It's currently unclear what Kareem was charged with. Kareem seemed to think he had done nothing wrong. Offering kids
All right, we've
candy-
already seen this one, so I'm going
offering
to
kids candy out of the,
the guy
back
who
of your truck.
was in his truck, friend's truck, hanging out, trying to give dum-dums to 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 2 boys, which kind of fucking retarded. Happy New Year to you as well, man.
He was 21st of October 2023. Police in Florida were made aware of a potential case of child
Oh,
abuse
this is gross.
after a local support system picked up on an incident. Police arrived to investigate Powell for allegedly horrifically assaulting a minor.
What up, Yeti?
During the course of the investigation, they spoke with eyewitnesses who gave a damaging account, but it was CCTV footage that sealed his fate. The police give the suspect a chance to respond to the allegations, but it's clear that his excuses mean nothing. Watch what happens as this devastating case unravels.
Hey, how are you? Investigator B&L with the Holly Hill Police Department. How are you? Could you hop out and talk to us for a moment?
How's it going?
All right.
What's your name? You live here?
Yeah.
Is your name Timothus?
No, he is.
Oh, okay. So he's still inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you Kimberly? Yeah. By chance? Okay, how you doing? I'm Detective Barrett with Holly Hill PD. This is my partner, Jared Bianelli.
Can we speak over here for a moment?
I'm sure you're aware of the situation with the grandchild went to the hospital the other day and everything like that. Okay. Well, we're here to investigate because DCF had some issues with the wound and everything. Are you kind of apprised to what's going on?
Yeah, because I wasn't here. My mom just came home from the hospital, and I was at the hospital with her. I came home. He changed his diaper, and he called her. He said, "Come get him. You want me to go get him?"
Yeah, in a second. DCF, I guess they said that you'd given them some video. Is it Timothy, or how do you pronounce his name?
Timothus.
Timothus. Okay, with the child prior to him calling mom. Is that accurate? You gave her the video. Okay.
My camera system went off, so I got paid the bill on it.
Okay, but it was valid for that day, is what I'm saying. Like, so there should be a whole day's worth from that day.
Should be.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any way that you can give that to me real fast?
Yeah.
Howell unexpectedly arrives as the police speak with a woman who provided evidence. The suspect provides a statement, but police have also spoken with the guardians of the child to find out exactly what happened.
Give me the whole day's worth. That'd be awesome. Hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, if we need anything, we can give you a call.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. I'll leave a card here later on.
Okay.
Need to talk to you though, Timothus. Are you willing to come and give me a statement about what happened the other night? Not at the moment. I have to make sure that you weren't trying to intentionally harm this kid because you.
Okay. I got so many pictures of me and him together, him laughing, playing with me.
I'm not saying that you don't. I'm not saying that you don't care for the kid.
But Cheyenne told him that I watch him only 2 days a week.
More than 2 days a week?
Oh, yeah. I watch him every day she's at work.
Do you know much about him?
Not a lot, no.
Is there anything about him that persuades you to believe that he's capable of harming anybody, or particularly your child?
No, I didn't think he would even have ever done it until I asked him the other night, and he smiled when he told me. It made me really mad, so I had to leave and haven't been back. When I was playing back the videos that he was being rude to him, like the whole day that he was walking in, that Tuesday, he was in the playpen the whole time. And he was crying because he wanted to get out. And my cousin was like, he kept crying, I'm going to squirt you. And he said squirting him with like a spray bottle.
The injuries the child sustained sound horrific, and the story that he has suggested simply doesn't add up. The cops seem to make him admit that he had lost his temper with the child, but the suspect still denies that he intentionally hurt the child.
And so you're saying you're pulling and wiping.
I don't really understand. I'm kind of getting the idea of what might have happened, but I don't really know. But this dude right here, fuck that scar in his belly. I'll open that bitch right back up.
Yeah,
maybe could have caused an abrasion or a laceration, but how the hell would it go all the way around? Almost all the way around.
That I do not know.
Where they had to almost kind of glue his private back on there.
That's what she was telling me.
So
Here, let me rewind that for you.
What would glue his private all the way around? Almost all the way around.
That I do not know.
Where they had to almost kind of glue his private back on there. Almost all the way around.
That I do not know.
Where they had to almost kind of glue his private back on there.
That's what she was telling me.
What do you mean glue his private back on there? What do you mean? Was it an avulsion? That means you were yanking on something a little too much.
So what would make you pull on it so hard that would happen, or wipe so hard that would happen?
The stuff is crusted on there.
So see, that's where the injury is, and the hospital had to glue it.
Oh my. Okay.
So you're thinking it's from pulling and wiping too hard?
Yeah.
Okay.
And mixed with that little piece of glass I found inside the baby wipe.
Well, I'm saying, like, take glass out of the equation, dude. That laceration is too clean for glass. Is what I'm saying. Like a rough edge piece of glass is gonna be ragged. This thing was clean across, almost like someone was like trying to cut his dick off. I mean, I'm not saying that's what happened, but it has that outline. You know what I mean? Because it's perfectly around. I mean, it's circular. I mean, he frustrated the hell out of you. So when if rubbing caused that,
when he was kicking, screaming, you know, swinging at me.
I mean,
I used one arm to hold him down, try to do it, and I was doing this with him, and then I did this really hard, trying
What
to,
the fuck?
While I was trying to hold him down, and you know, swinging at me.
I mean,
I used one arm to hold him down, try to do it, and I was doing this with him, and then I did this really hard, trying to, you know.
Why did you yank on his dick like that?
Yes. But I wasn't trying to, you know, be rough. I was trying to change his diaper because he had a blowout. But when I was doing it, he was...
Oh, no, you're good, Short Bus. You're good.
You kind of lost your temper a little bit during this.
Yeah, but not intentionally, though.
Well, I'm not saying that you intentionally, but you lost your temper.
Not to hurt him intentionally. That's what you're trying to say.
Well, the kid's hurt. Okay, I'm happy that we're talking. I want to believe you. I do. I want to believe you.
I was freaking out when it happened.
He was later arrested and charged for aggravated child abuse. Brad, on May 4th, 2002.
Yo, are y'all ready for this? I did not know this next clip was going to be in this when I watched it originally. This is a 38-minute. Yeah. You guys are going to recognize a voice here. You're going to recognize a voice.
22 in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. An officer was called to do a welfare check. Strangely, it wasn't a victim or a witness that made the call. It was a man claiming that he had baited a child predator to a location where he expected to meet up with a 14-year-old boy. The suspect, identified as Brad, had been tricked on the Grindr app, and after his supposed victim refused to send him pictures, he reluctantly agreed to meet in person after questioning whether or not he was talking to a cop. The 30-year-old on the other end wasn't a cop, but when Brad arrived at the location, he was there and the police were on their way. Making matters worse for Brad, he brought a backpack full of drugs to the meetup. Let's see how it all went down.
What you believe was a 14-year-old child. You got, you came here to meet. Do you have meth on you right now? You sure? So if they search you, can have meth on you? Okay. I do have to tell you the police are on their way. You know we do have all your information. Hey! We have all your information. Watch out for cars, dude. He's running.
Brad couldn't have expected such a quick police response because he ended up running right into them, and his party never got started.
Well, it looks like good old Jeff has one arrest.
Any weapons on you? Here, stand up real quick. I want to check for weapons, okay?
Predator news now.
You're just detained right now.
Remember that website?
Just saw this guy running across the street, and I told him to stop, and he doesn't stop. There you go. Alright, go ahead and have a seat. You have an ID on you?
He wears the sunglasses at night so he can.
Do you have anybody else around besides 520? Yeah, come through at all. Sick videos.
After he was searched and taken into custody, the officers needed to know exactly what the men said to get him to show up. They were more than happy to explain the whole operation.
That place sounds better. You might not have teeth.
Department, I'm like not to be recorded, please.
Okay, I'm gonna have to have some of you guys. What's up, man? It's down. My camera is down.
Cool. So obviously you guys have done this before, correct?
You even know who the other guy is?
You guys talked to him through what app was?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have all the?
I have it all into a file. I can.
Nice shirt, Jeff.
Shelby,
or if you can show them to me right now, that would be awesome.
I can show you some of them right now. Yeah. Go to the that's where it started, and when you dropped your age, and then they go to the tag.
Any specific statements that were made?
From him?
Yes.
Yeah. He first off he started with "you're cute," talking to a 14-year-old boy.
Okay.
He then later was trying
to recognize the voice
to say what he's done or hasn't done. And I said, "I'm new to this." He says, "Sorry, like on my age, get on here, but he's really mad. I'm 14, trying to discover who I am. Not mad, you're all good."
Just chilling bored. You're really cute, by the way. So what is it you're looking for? New to this whole thing. You're not bad at 14. You do like younger. You're the youngest I've talked to. Asked if I had any more pics. I kept holding him off, telling him no. Asked him his name. He said Brad, which we don't know why. Said, so what are you trying to get into?
That means you must know a lot of Jeffries if they have their own fucking
This
nickname.
morning he said, sorry, passed out. Up for meeting sometime, absolutely. Said, hell yeah, I'm down whenever you are. What would you want to do? That'd be up to you. Come out this evening. So I got him up here to Rio Rancho.
After they told some of the story, Brad was taken out of the squad car and thoroughly searched so he'd be ready to be processed later at the jail. They questioned him, and not only did he refuse to identify himself, he lied about every detail of his life.
Turn around, face away from me. I'm gonna take this off your head.
Under arrest.
Yeah.
Under arrest.
My partner.
Your partner?
Mm-hmm.
Might be able to later, but at the moment, not right now.
Partner, huh?
Robert Hess. Huh. I guess we're back to lying still, huh? What do you have marks for?
Uh-oh.
Timothy, Robert, I don't know which they would call you, but they just have a bunch of fraudulent identities.
Oh, fake
Alright, so
ID?
down right now?
That could have been terrible. Holy shit.
More details from the whistleblowers confirmed that they were using this information that they received from Brad to post to their YouTube channel. As it turned out, the really damning footage came from police body cams. The man's real name is Brandon Schweinberg. He was charged with 2 counts of drug trafficking, resisting arrest, concealing his identity, possessing an altered or forged license, and jaywalking.
That's it?
Shirtless armed felon in Vermilion County,
But
Indiana.
none of them had anything to do with meeting a child. Or attempting to meet what he thought was a 15-year-old child. Huh. Wonder if those were dropped. Or if he wasn't even charged.
Shirtless armed felon in Vermilion County, Indiana on May 4th, 2021.
This is crazy,
A patrol
too.
officer drove up on a car parked in a dog park at 2 a.m. When he hit the car with his spotlight, a shirtless man emerged from the back seat, jumped into the driver's seat, and casually drove away. When the officer followed him, he sped away and soon lost control of the vehicle. After approaching the vehicle, the officer was shocked by what he found. Can you guess what it was? The driver was a bloody mess, and he hadn't even had time to pull his pants up after being spotted by the officer and taking off. He told the officer he had to flee because he had a warrant for his arrest.
Nope.
Yeah, she's wait on the driver. I think you got the door open over there, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get out on the driver.
Trying to get his pants on. Shut up and just have a seat back down there. Go and pull your pants up and just have a seat back down there, okay? You got fire coming,
That's
they'll check you out.
embarrassing.
Fire and EMS.
No, I was just putting my pants up, that's all.
I said, yeah, you can pull your pants up. I said, just have a seat back down there. We got fire and EMS coming, they'll check you guys out.
Okay.
All right. What'd you take off for, dude? What'd you take off for?
What do you mean, take off?
You took off, you were running from me.
No, no rain.
You were running from me, dude, why?
No rain.
You got a warrant, is that why? Damn near killed yourself or nothing?
Yeah, man, I know where you ran.
The officer explained that EMS was on the way, but they claimed they didn't want medical assistance. That was quite odd, considering the severity of the crash.
What, ma'am? Well, you don't have to go to the hospital, no. We just called an ambulance because this is a pretty significant accident. I just want to make sure you're okay. And you said you were
Isn't it
hurt
like
too, so
$500?
just let them check you out. You can always refuse medical care, okay? You guys are adults. We're not going to force you to go to the hospital or anything like that, okay?
The female in the back seat of the car was able to be taken out of the car by the officer. Her injuries didn't appear to be as serious as the driver's.
All right, whenever you're ready, hey, you want to go up with him?
Yeah, I'll walk him up.
Just go up with that officer, go around the back, and just, all that rock is real loose though, so be careful, okay?
Yep.
Just watch the water, jump over it. Hey, we got the Melhoff coming up. Round back. All right, Hunter, are you able to crawl over this and walk out, or do you want them to get a backboard and carry you out?
Yo, how'd she get up front?
Ooh. You said it's just your shoulder that hurts? Which one?
That's
okay. We got the female out. We're going to try to get her up.
An EMT advised the pair that they had to go to the hospital for further medical attention, and an officer would accompany the female juvenile until her mother and father arrived.
Oh.
So as soon as everyone clears out, I'll take him down and book him and by my side, sweet home Alabama, and a six-pack of life.
I told them one of them are going to have to go to the hospital and sit with her until mom gets there, or dad.
Well,
I told them to write her
that would make sense.
Yeah.
And she got a ticket.
City ordinance for curfew. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
At the jail, officers discussed the charges, and they're explained to the suspect, identified as Javon.
Watch your head. There you go. Step in all the way to the wall, all the way in. All right, turn around and get these handcuffs off, okay? Caught him and a little girl at Fetch Dog Park. When I tried to get out with him, he just jumped in the driver's seat, put it in drive, and took off. He took off running from me. 1080 not. But, and I don't know if you've ever been down to Fetch Dog Park, but when you're leaving, you get toward the end, there's a 90-degree turn where he went straight off into the, yeah. And, but got him out, and so I had fleeing and eluding. And actually, I could probably go criminal trespass because he was in the park, but I'm not going to worry about that. And then a quick search of the vehicle, there was a loaded handgun in the center console.
oh, this dude's a winner all around.
I want to talk to him just a little bit. I may end up going DUI as well. I think maybe that's why he crashed, but
why the
I don't know honestly if I could even do that right now because of the crash. You know, EMS was on scene. He refused all medical care. He's got a couple small lacerations. I think one like right above his eye and one up here somewhere. But by the time I was talking to him, he'd already stopped bleeding really. So, and for right now, you're being charged with obviously the fleeing and eluding. Okay. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Oh.
And aggravated UUW for the handgun. All right, and I got to go, her parents are wanting to speak, so I got to go talk to them. You could face additional charges for engaging in some sort of sexual act with a minor.
He was charged with fleeing and eluding, aggravated use of a weapon, delinquency of a minor, aggravated sexual abuse, and was issued numerous traffic citations. Brian Drake in Bellingham, Washington on September 19, 2023. Law enforcement officials received a tip regarding where they may find a wanted child predator. The suspect was Brian Drake.
Yo,
the officer caught up.
Wait till you hear this guy's fucking charges. This guy, like, his head should have been chopped off right there. Right there, in front of everybody.
With him, he was standing outside his apartment with his roommate, who was quick to remind him not to say anything. That wasn't a good look if you're trying to prove you're innocent. Could the officer
Makes
get
the roommate
Brian
look
to
like a
spill all
worse
his secrets
shitbag.
or convince his roommate to talk for him? Let's find out.
Hello there. Hey, Brian. Detective Sling with the Sheriff's Office. You have a moment?
Yeah.
So, is this your roommate? You guys the only one home?
Yeah.
So, I'm investigating a case.
Okay.
And you're involved in it.
Okay.
So right now, I have probable cause to arrest you. So you're under arrest. Okay. And if you would like to discuss this, we can discuss this.
Don't say anything. Why is he being arrested?
Do you understand?
Okay.
So do you want to give that to your roommate there? So I would like to have the opportunity to talk with you.
Okay, I'd like to understand why.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place handcuffs on you, then I'll read your rights to you.
Can
before
I put
we
shoes on?
Sure, but how about he goes in and grabs your shoes for you?
Okay.
Okay.
Can you grab shoes, please?
I could.
Appreciate it.
Come on, let's go.
Do you have an ID card or something?
He's in shell shock.
You grab for
You
you
have
as
a
well?
wallet?
Yeah.
Okay. You grab his ID too, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
1 second. Where's your shoes?
So it's, well, I'll explain all this to you once we get your shoes on and stuff, okay?
Can you grab me some socks too?
Yes, of course.
In the basket on my shelf?
How long have you lived here?
Just don't say anything. Literally anything. Please.
He is not your attorney, or is he your attorney?
Good morning, Billy
He's your
Fisher.
roommate. So you're an adult.
How are you?
You can do what you want, okay?
I need
So
to
that
get
is
with you. I
completely
have
up to you.
questions
Where's your
on
shoes?
Native American history.
Underneath my
Oh, I'll
backpack.
probably send you a message within the next week or so. I mean, if you'd like to participate.
And my wallet is on my wall. Just hand me the whole wallet. Okay.
Yeah, if you have cash, you can leave it here. If you feel comfortable leaving it here.
What's your roommate's name, Brian?
What's with the fucking
Brian
with
gets
their
his
Ravad
shoes on
bicycle?
and has the charges explained. As the officer attempted to remove him from the premises, his roommate decided to stick his nose in the officer's business, risking a charge for himself.
Hey, Brian. Yeah. What's your roommate's name? What's your name, sir?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
You are on the record. You're being recorded.
You guys are being recorded as well, so.
Perfect. So what is he being arrested for?
Okay, go ahead, turn around.
What is he being
You're
arrested
not
for?
really intimidating cops,
Hey,
though.
sir, I can talk to you.
Okay, what is he being arrested for?
Okay. He's being arrested for okay?
Oh. Oh.
Lock your hands.
Change your attitude, boy?
He doesn't want to talk about it, or maybe he doesn't want you to know about it.
Do you want me to call you an attorney?
It's not.
What do you have? Send me your I got you, bro.
Oh, do you?
How are those? Those okay? Not too tight? Okay, let me double walk them. Go ahead, just bend over a little bit real quick. Right there.
Oh, he'd be doing that in jail. But it ain't gonna be quick.
Confirming you don't want to give your name, sir?
I don't have any reason to.
Brian was Mirandized. Then the officer gave him a chance to tell his side of the story. Brian decided to waive his right to remain silent, which probably wasn't a smart move. Later at the precinct, he admitted his crimes to the detectives. He was charged with 3 counts of rape of a child, attempted rape of a child, 7 counts of child molestation, 3 counts of indecent liberties, assault with sexual motivation, incest, intimidating a witness, and voyeurism. He's being held on a $350,000 bond as he awaits trial.
See why that guy should have been decapitated right there on the spot? Yeah, that guy. All that shit. His roommate should be decapitated with as well. Because he's got you, bro. You got him, bro? You still got him? Did you pay that $350,000? I bet you didn't.
Zachary. On April 7, 2024 in Key West, Florida, law enforcement officers were called to a bar after dispatch received a call claiming that a male patron had made unwanted sexual advances towards a female in the bar. The caller alleged that the male attempted to kiss the woman.
You can't
She
do that.
denied his advance, and the man was being held by bar security. But is that the whole story? Let's find out. The suspect, identified as Zachary, was being held to the sidewalk by bar security when the officers arrived. Zach wasn't happy about being removed from the bar or being restrained outside, and when the officers joined the struggle, he completely lost his marbles.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Nope. No fighting. No fighting. No fighting. Turn around for me. Turn around. On your belly.
Stick his thumb in his ribs. He'll comply.
On your belly.
Dude, my shoulder's so bad. I don't think I'd want to resist. They're rough if you resist.
Multiple witnesses came forward to give a statement about what he saw, and it painted a pretty clear picture of the scene.
This guy comes flying in, he's whirling around everywhere. My bartender runs out and gets up in his face going, "You get out." And he started doing wannabe karate chops at her. Okay. So I got her out of the way and got in front of him, and then I pulled her back. Porter, the security guy, he started doing the karate chops at Porter. So I got behind him and I got up and got him by the neck, and we brought him to the door. Okay. And I let him go, and I said, "You're going out the door now, and you're not coming back in here."
They're actually, the security in there is actually amazing because that guy was like all night long. Like that girl was an awesome singer. So me and my wife was sitting in there, and he must have come in like, I'm gonna guess at least 10, 15 times. Okay. And every time they were like, no, get out. You know, got to get out. Finally, that last time, he came in and he grabbed the girl and tried to like kiss her. And he didn't know the girl. Okay. And she like right away jumped away. He didn't do overly crazy, but he tried to kiss her. And then that's when the security saw him, they ran at him and said, you know, "No, you're out."
Meanwhile, Zachary was recovering from the altercation and being pepper sprayed in the backseat of a police cruiser.
Wait, what?
On the way to the police precinct, he struggled to control himself and bashed his head into the plexiglass
Never mind,
divider.
that makes sense.
Let it out. Let it out, but we'll take him to the yard for that clearance.
Yeah.
You know, the jail.
Yeah, they're not going to take him.
And then
Don't spit. Don't spit on me.
He gets what he gets, and he gets to sit with it. So.
Dude, you can smell the redneck in that guy.
All right, put your foot in. I'm going to seatbelt him in? Yeah. That way I don't have to come back here and do it. Yeah. All right, you got to sit back. Sit back. You spit in my car?
You son of a bitch.
Don't spit in my car.
Look, I have to.
Nope, don't spit in my car.
I have to.
Another charge. Don't spit in my car.
Please, can you open the door?
Drunk, huh?
Please. I had to spit. Please. Please, I have to spit. I have to spit, please. You didn't open the door. I had to spit.
Is that pterodactyl?
I'm sorry, I can't.
Zachary was charged with battery, 2 counts of resisting arrest with
Scumbags galore. That one kid, second to last. Real victims. Not saying the other ones weren't real, but they were either well on their way to becoming a victim or already were. But that last guy, second to last guy, decapitations all around. I'll hand out decapitations like I'm fucking Oprah or something. We should do that. Public hangings, public decapitations, public floggings, stoning, corporal punishment. Alright, so this one was sent to me. I actually haven't watched it, I'm not gonna lie. So we'll be watching this together, but just the title alone of what may or may not have happened is fucking disgusting. So let's get into it.
Have you ever looked at a seemingly ordinary family and wondered what secrets they might be hiding? In November 2017, in the quiet town of Park Hills, Missouri, a young couple's life unraveled in the most unimaginable way. Behind the walls of their modest home, a horrifying secret festered. A tiny 4-month-old baby, too young to speak, bore injuries so severe that even seasoned medical professionals were left in shock. As we delve into this video, don't forget to like this video, share to friends, and subscribe to this channel. On a cold April morning in 2017, the emergency room staff at Cardinal Glennon Hospital in St. Louis, Missouri faced what appeared to be a routine case, a 4-month-old infant with what his parents claimed was a facial rash. But within minutes of examination, the medical team realized they were dealing with something far more disturbing. The rash was actually a severe second-degree burn, with patterns unlike anything the experienced ER doctors had seen before. The baby's parents, Derek and Michaela Boyslezak, both 22 years old, sat quietly in the waiting room of the pediatric ward. Their explanations about the injury would soon unravel, revealing a horrifying truth about what had happened inside their Park Hills apartment. As nurses documented the infant's injuries, they discovered more than just the burn. A skull fracture, a subdural hematoma, signs of previous trauma. One question echoed through the hospital corridors. How could this happen to a 4-month-old baby? What unfolded over the next hours would shake the small community of Park Hills, Missouri to its core. The investigation would reveal a pattern of abuse so shocking that even veteran detectives struggled to comprehend it. Park Hills, Missouri. Population 8,759. A tight-knit community where everyone seems to know everyone else. It's here that Derek and Michaela Boyslezak made their home, just another young couple starting a family. Or so it appeared. Their story began in January 2016, when they had their first child, a daughter. But something was already amiss. Within days of her birth, they made an unusual decision. They waived their parental rights. The baby girl was placed in the custody of others, and the young couple moved forward, soon expecting another child.
What the fuck?
In December 2016, their son was born. This time they kept the baby. Neighbors would later recall seeing the young family occasionally, nothing seeming out of ordinary. The couple lived quietly in their apartment, rarely drawing attention to themselves. But behind closed doors, a different reality was taking shape. The young parents, barely into their 20s, were struggling. Financial pressures mounted. Sleep deprivation set in. Yet nothing in their past indicated the horrifying decision they would eventually make. The case landed on Detective Sarah Marshall's desk on April 12, 2017. The initial report seemed straightforward: possible child abuse, burns of unknown origin. But as Marshall began interviewing hospital staff, the details became increasingly disturbing. The burn patterns were unlike anything I'd seen in 15 years of law enforcement, Marshall would later testify.
That's weird.
They were perfectly circular with distinct edges. The type of burn you don't see from ordinary accidents. When questioned separately, the parents' stories didn't align. Michaela claimed the burns came from a cleaning accident involving a bleach-soaked towel. Derek remained silent, refusing to provide any explanation. But it was the skull fracture that raised the most alarming questions. The investigation took a dramatic turn when a social worker came forward with shocking information. During a previous interview, Michaela had made a devastating admission. She believed Derek had placed their infant son in the microwave and turned it on. At Cardinal Glennon Hospital, Dr. Rebecca Thompson, head of pediatric trauma, assembled a team of specialists to document every injury and turned it on. At confirmation. During a previous interview, Michaela had made a devastating admission. She believed Derek had placed their infant son in the microwave and turned it on. At Cardinal Glennon Hospital, Dr. Rebecca Thompson, head of pediatric trauma, assembled a team of specialists to document every injury. The burns weren't just surface level, they revealed a distinct pattern that would become crucial evidence. The circular burns showed a specific wavelength pattern, Dr. Thompson would later explain in her report. These patterns are consistent with microwave radiation burns. They're unique, unlike any other type of thermal injury. The skull fracture told another story. Located on the right side of the infant's head, it suggested trauma from a significant fall or impact. The subdural hematoma, bleeding between the brain and skull, indicated the injury was recent. Every piece of medical evidence painted a clearer picture of abuse. Missouri's Department of Social Services had a file on the Boyslezak family that predated this incident.
Wait, what?
Their decision to surrender rights to their first child had raised concerns, but without evidence of abuse, they had no grounds to intervene when their son was born. During the investigation, a social worker named Margaret Wilson came forward with critical information. In a routine check just weeks before the incident, she had noted concerns about the family's living conditions. But nothing had prepared her for what Michaela would reveal in their interviews. Wilson's case notes from April 2017 contained the devastating revelation. Michaela had confided her suspicions about the microwave incident. She had also mentioned Derek's attempts to recreate something he'd seen on television, an action that resulted in dropping the infant. Park Hills police executed a search warrant at the couple's apartment on April 15, 2017. What they found would become crucial evidence. In the kitchen, investigators photographed and documented every detail of the microwave, a standard countertop model with minimal signs of use. Detective Marshall noted something unusual. The microwave was spotlessly clean inside, as if it had been recently and thoroughly scrubbed. This detail would later become significant in the prosecution's case. Throughout the small apartment, investigators found few baby items, no toys, minimal clothing, and only 2 empty bottles in the sink. The scene spoke of neglect even before the abuse occurred. In separate interrogation rooms at the Park Hills Police Department, Derek and Michaela faced questioning. Their behavior during these crucial hours couldn't have been more different. Derek maintained complete silence, invoking his Fifth Amendment rights immediately. Michaela, however, began with denials before her story gradually changed. First, it was an accident with bleach, then a fall. Finally, the terrible truth about the microwave emerged. Detective Sarah Marshall recalls, it was during hour 3 of questioning when Michaela finally broke down. She described hearing the microwave running, walking into the kitchen, and seeing what no mother should ever witness. On April 18, 2017, the St. Francois County Prosecutor's Office filed formal charges against both parents. The charges were severe: felony abuse or neglect of a child and felony assault in the first degree. Prosecutor James Thompson stood before the press. The evidence in this case represents some of the most disturbing acts of child abuse we've seen in this county. We intend to pursue the maximum penalties allowed by law. The bond was set at $500,000 each, an amount that reflected the severity of the crimes and ensured the couple would remain in custody as the case proceeded to trial. As summer 2017 approached, the St. Francois County Courthouse prepared for what would become one of its most significant trials. District Attorney Thompson assembled a prosecution team specializing in child abuse cases. The defense faced its own challenges. With Derek maintaining his silence
none of the
and
charges were for
conflicting
murder.
statements, their attorneys struggled to construct a cohesive defense strategy. The physical evidence was overwhelming. Dr. Rebecca Thompson took the stand on day 3 of the trial. Her testimony would prove crucial. Using detailed medical imaging, she walked the jury through each injury the infant had sustained. The burn patterns were consistent with microwave radiation exposure, she testified.
That means
The
it's more than
circular
once.
marks matched the wavelength distribution typically seen in microwave burns. These injuries could not have occurred by accident. The skull fracture analysis followed. Expert after expert confirmed. The injuries showed clear signs of non-accidental trauma. The medical testimony lasted 3 full days. The defense team attempted to create reasonable doubt by suggesting alternative explanations for the injuries. They brought in their own medical expert who proposed the burns could have resulted from a chemical exposure. But under cross-examination, their arguments crumbled. The distinct pattern of injuries, the timeline, and the previous statements made to social services created an insurmountable wall of evidence. Most damaging was Michaela's earlier confession to social workers. Despite attempts to have it suppressed, the judge ruled it admissible.
Good.
The defense strategy shifted to seeking leniency rather than acquittal. Let prosecutor James Thompson approach the jury with a timeline of events meticulously reconstructed from phone records, witness statements, and surveillance footage from nearby businesses. What happened in that apartment wasn't just abuse, Thompson told the jury. It was torture of the most vulnerable member of our society, a 4-month-old infant who depended entirely on these defendants for protection. The prosecution presented over 200 pieces of evidence
Goddamn.
during the 2-week trial. Each photograph, each medical report, each witness statement added another layer to their case. After 6 hours of deliberation, the jury reached their verdict. As the defendants stood, the courtroom fell silent. The verdict was read, guilty on all counts for both Derek and Michaela Boyce Slezak. The judge's words echoed through the courtroom.
They're not on death row.
In my 30 years on the bench, I have rarely seen a case that demonstrates such a fundamental betrayal of parental duty. The sentencing would follow 2 weeks later. The prosecution asked for the maximum penalty under Missouri law. On a rainy morning in late 2017, Derek and Michaela Boyce Slezak returned to court for sentencing. The prosecution presented victim impact statements, including testimony from the foster family now caring for their son.
Good.
The judge's sentence was severe, 25 years for each defendant. They would serve their terms in separate maximum security facilities, with no possibility of parole for at least 15 years.
Wow.
The community breathed a collective sigh of relief. Justice had been served, but the impact of the case would resonate far beyond the courtroom. The case led to immediate changes in Missouri's child protection services. New protocols were implemented for monitoring families with a history of surrendering parental rights. Training programs were enhanced to help social workers identify early warning signs of abuse. The hospital staff who first treated the infant were recognized for their quick action and attention to detail. Their immediate recognition of abuse patterns had been crucial in building the case. The infant's recovery would take months, but with dedicated medical care and the love of his foster family, he began to heal. The physical scars would fade, though the emotional impact would require ongoing care. Park Hills, Missouri would never be quite the same. The case sparked community-wide discussions about child abuse prevention. Local organizations established new support systems for young parents under stress. The apartment where the abuse occurred stood empty for months. Eventually, it was renovated and repurposed as a community center offering parenting classes and support groups.
That's weird.
Churches, schools, and community organizations united to create awareness programs. The tragedy had taught them that prevention required everyone's involvement. By 2018, the child had been legally adopted by his foster family. Protected by privacy laws, he would have the chance to grow up away from the shadow of his early trauma. Medical professionals remained optimistic about his long-term recovery. His adoptive parents established a foundation to help other children who survived abuse. They turned their personal tragedy into a mission of hope and healing for others. The case reverberated through Missouri's state legislature. By early 2019, lawmakers introduced what became known as the Child Protection Act of 2019. The bill, inspired directly by the Park Hills case, strengthened penalties for severe child abuse and expanded resources for child protective services. State Representative Michael Johnson, who sponsored the bill, spoke at its signing. This case exposed gaps in our system that we cannot ignore. Today, we take a step toward ensuring no child falls through those gaps again. The new law mandated enhanced background checks for parents with a history of surrendering parental rights and increased funding for early intervention programs. It passed with unanimous support. The impact of the Park Hills case spread far beyond Missouri's borders. Child protection agencies across the country studied the case, implementing new training protocols based on its lessons. Medical schools added specific modules about identifying microwave radiation burns to their pediatric emergency training. The case was documented in the FBI's database of severe child abuse cases, becoming a reference point for law enforcement training nationwide. Articles appeared in medical journals, documenting the unique burn patterns to help other healthcare providers identify similar abuse. Detective Sarah Marshall began traveling to police departments across the country, sharing the investigation's methodology. Her presentations helped create new standard procedures for investigating severe child abuse cases. 5 years after the case that shook Park Hills, its legacy continues to protect children. The community center established in the aftermath now serves hundreds of families annually, offering support, education, and resources to prevent child abuse. The medical team at Cardinal Glennon Hospital created a specialized unit for identifying and treating non-accidental trauma in infants. Their protocol, developed from this case, has helped identify dozens of abuse cases early enough to prevent escalation. The young victim, now in elementary school, thrives in his adoptive home. His identity protected, he represents hope, proof that with proper intervention and support, survivors can move forward. His story, though beginning in darkness, transformed into a catalyst for change, protecting countless other children from similar fate. As for Park Hills, the community learned that protecting children requires more than just laws and agencies.
It takes the community.
It demands vigilance, support, and involvement from everyone. The tragedy that unfolded in that small apartment led to reforms, awareness, and a renewed commitment to protecting society's most vulnerable members. What do you think about the boy Slazak's actions? How could a couple that was supposed to care for their child commit such a horrific crime? Do you believe the verdict was just, or should they have faced a different punishment? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
25 years, parole at 15, possibility. Nah, that's not enough. Not enough at all. However, they would not be alive right now. Would not be alive. More states need to enact the possibility of death penalty for child's crimes against children, just like Florida. Can't wait till they get their first death row inmate for child sex crimes. Huh? That'll be fucking amazing. Unfortunately, stories like this are all too common, but aren't, how do I say this, presented in the media. Like I said, this one was sent to me, and this case happened in 2017. Child abuse happens all the time. Now, the definition of child abuse, or what's considered child abuse, obviously is different from person to person. But sticking your kid in a fucking microwave oven, that's not abuse. Like they said, that's fucking torture. And the punishment should fit the crime. Tie them up. Tie them up naked in a field, right? Slather them with honey, and then kick over some fire ant hills. That's good for me, because I won't have to feel it. I'll have to hear it, but it's not my problem. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, this is all I have presented for today. Not yet. I shall see you when I see you, whether it's tomorrow, Monday. Wait, today's Monday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, doesn't really matter because new year, and we're probably going to see more of the same shit. Less about presidential elections because that's over. And yeah. And the only time I'll bring up politics is when it's something that's really important. Right now, it's just a bunch of crybabies going back and forth. Kind of expected. Trump cheated. No, he didn't. Anyway, yeah. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your time with your family, if that's what you like to do, because that's what I'm about to do before they head off to work. Oh, I'm not telling you how to think. Fuck. I'm telling you to think. Sometimes my mind just didn't go. Anyway, whatever. I'm done now.